Welcome back, guys. My name is Ken and welcome to Satisfactory. Today we are on the verge of getting our fuel production back online with all power. As you can see, the power plant I have built is inside one of the bays now. We have officially got practices for all machines to come online, and I've done all the pipe work, so you don't have to see that because that took me for hours to get that right. As you can come in here, this is the generator room. As you can see, it's looking a lot better. Used to be plain and now it's all generators. This will be creating twice the power. We will overclock all the machines to overhype the fuel production and make everything 100% more reliable. Now, as you can see, the pipes are fed through this tubing. If you come out, as you can see that the fuel is going to be coming along here. These pillars will provide the access route. We are going to change this now. This is our power room. Now the power room has been set up. We have now got power lines connecting everything. As you can see, we have our coal, our nuclear, our main power, and our green power. And fuel is now been connected up. Fuel means petrol, basically, or fuel power. Priority for breakers we've set up, so we have 500 megawatts for fuel power. Not going to, there'll be, that was the capacity, max consumption. I don't know why that's online. I didn't even tell it to come online. I think we've got some generators running somewhere. Right, okay. I don't know why these are online, but I think the main grid's still connected up somewhere along many power routes. I've got to check some of them because something doesn't add up. Good. I thought I fixed the issues. Well, that's going in there. So some of this should be working. Okay. So all these three lines should be going somewhere. So that goes up, that goes along here, goes along here, goes down here, goes along here, goes along here, comes out, comes down. Let's check this line to make sure nothing else is plugged in. Because if something's plugged in, it shouldn't be plugged in. And that's the way it goes, basically. We are going to check them now. That's quite a long power line. I don't know where it's going to, actually. If I had my tool on me, I'd be able to travel this, but I can't. It's going into here. That shouldn't be plugged into there. This wasn't even planned. Why is this? I don't like that. I don't know why that's been plugged into that. This should be running the actual main power for this grid, and I don't know why we've got power running from that. I do want to know why. So we are gonna kill that, and we are gonna plug that into. Okay, that's not wrong there. So I generally don't know why it's doing that. It needs to come through here. I don't know why it's doing this, because we made sure it didn't have problems. And it has got problems. So where's the power coming out of the plant? Oh, this is the thing. So I don't want... What's this say? I want this connected to our... Description. Okay, so now this is connected up. This should be running into the plant. Why is this... Where's this going? Okay, so that's running that. What is that creating? Is that creating the power? Ah, yeah. Okay. So this is running into there. That's fine. I'm making sure no more power is attached anywhere else. That's coming out. Now this should be connected to that. That's good because I can get rid of all this crap that's been shoved in here. And then what I need to do is I want to make sure no other power is connected anywhere else. Yeah, this is why. I don't want anything like that connected. I want all of this connected to this single pole here. So we have all of the power connected to all miners. So miners are kept online, but doesn't have the problems with anything else I am trying to do. Why is this looped? There's a loop. Why has that got a loop around it? I'm guessing that was connected to something originally. Why is that connected? I want to know why that's connected. Okay, so it is actually connected from the inside. That's not too bad. I thought that was going to be really bad for a minute. I thought for a minute I've screwed up, like, massively. I haven't. Which I did. Thinking about it now. Kind of wanted to scribble a little bit so I could fix it, but it's fine. We are hitting 5,000 mega. I don't know where this power is coming from. I'm trying to think. Oh, all the switches are online. Yeah, it makes sense now. If all the switches are online, that means the nuclear's online, the everything else we've built is online, so that's fine. Because if we've got coal power, we switch off coal power, that kills the power to the plant in there, so everything else just stops working. So if we killed all power, we're going to do now, we're going to kill power because we can't run anything. I don't want anything running until I've organised cable work. There's a lot, like the entire thing needs redoing. All cable for everything needs redoing. We have infrastructures still around, just doing their own thing, but we need oil, we need the pumps running back. So we're going to get them running again. This means I need to program some stuff quickly. Won't take long. It's kind of it's a simple one. I just need to reset all of the power settings from the fuel to the fuel generators and go and check one of the other problems we're having, and that is our embedded thing. I need to go and check, because if that is broken, I am really screwed. I need to check down our... This is going to change, by the way. This was a temporary thing. This bridge is can't be done, so this has to stay here. But the one thing we need to go and check is this plant. This plant was built originally to just be here in case, but now it's become a fullified oil and what do you call it? And basically fuel plant next door. We need it up maximization pretty much down here. So you can see it's running. I just don't know why it's not running. It's not producing any polymer. Why is it not producing any polymer? We need to find out. That's not good. Why is everything stopped all of a sudden? Why have we got no power? This is not looking good. Lights are not hooked up, that's why. So I'm gonna run a new initiative. So these lights are gonna be mandatory to turn off, because I do not like how this has happened. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a simple, just a power line, just to indicate how far. We need power running, and unfortunately, because we have to run it by lights, it's not very great, because if the lights go out, then the entire fuel production goes off. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make sure nothing goes wrong. Well, it might take a bit of time. I didn't think about this. We need to get the fuel going though. Once we have fuel running, we have all of our generators running, then we can do the finalizing work for all other power. I want to create a solar farm. That would be great. I know where to create the solar farm, and actually it might work quite well with what I'm planning to build in the future. So I think I've got everything sorted out. I think I've designed a plan for everything. So everything will be designed to be maximized and appreciated in the next few days. I do need to work this power out. The power will come through. I don't want anything connected to the lights, because the lights are a problem. Why is that there? That will get removed. Okay, so apparently we need to still keep running it. Okay. Once it comes to here, we need to connect up to the grid. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to find a power line. As you can see, that power is going to run, we need it to run to these generators. You see these lines here? I need these lines connected. As you can see, that's the lights. I don't want the lights, I want the... That's... What's this powering the pumps? So I need, I need this line here. Yeah. I need it to run around here. I need it to run here. I need it to run here to here. And then I need this as the fuel pump room, right? We have a problem. We can't connect up to the normal grid because the grid's screwed up a little bit. I've screwed some bits up. But this is the power to the station. But we need power coming out. So the only terminal that I might be able to get to that exists to the old grid, and we can reset the grid afterwards, is this cable line here. This is the old cable to the grid. I remember putting it in ages ago. I just never actually instructed it being redone. But it might have to be redone now. As you can see, it needs redoing. But for now, I'm going to shove it into the system. I'm going to shove it into the system like this. Connect it up, and then this will go to the main breaker. For now, we're only doing this because I can then sort out the next phase of this project. So what we need to do, it needs to come along here, and then along here, along to here. I don't know why it did that. And then into here and to here. Because green power is not going to be online for a while because there's problems with green power. But once we switch this on, this should trigger the entire grid to go automatically into reboot mode. Here we go. And now I should look at all main circuits and they should be all active. No, they're not. Okay, cold water supply is now online. The grid's not working because all of these should be on. I don't know what cable is doing. That cable should be connected to everything, and I don't know why it's not. I will need to follow this cable now. Generally, might actually have to follow it. It's not fun. This is not fun. What is going on? Where is this cable going? I need to know. Okay, it's here. Goes down here. No, 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 no. This is not fun anymore. What the hell? Shit, I need to connect up. I just forgot to do that now. Right, I'll connect it to the inquiry grid. Set. There should be a power outlet somewhere programmed in for this, but I don't know where it is. I need it to. Okay. Now, that's a jump. I want to see. Now we should have fully fledged power, kind of. I've connected up to the grid. That's what we want. Most of it. There's some bits and bobs. Yeah, we need to figure this out. This is why I built this separately. So now we can connect this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to connect 3 gauges up to this. All 3 of them are connected. So we can now divert the next load of power to the oil production. So we can work our way around this through. Because the oil is literally across that steel gap. So, and then we can just transport it down. And once we transported it, it should be here. And this is for power. So what we need to bring it down enough. Bring it across because we have to connect to that power node. Once we switch this on, then it should just come online. I shouldn't have any problems here because this is what we've been planning to get. Ah, no, it's doing what I don't want it doing. Okay, now I need to go down to a power box. Where is that power box? There's so many cables everywhere. No. Once we switch this on, that means we call it oil. Because the problem is, it's oil and it's... Okay, what's it consume? That's got a lot of power it's consuming. Right, that should switch on nearly everything. I only want certain plants switched onto the plant. Yeah, switched on certain plants, but we needed to switch on the main production plant, and that is the refinery. I need not oil, I need this stuff. I need, what is it called? Just residue, oil residue basically, to exit this plant. It's called an oil residue. Actually, that's what it's called. Basically, it needs to get rid of, it's a byproduct of oil that needs to come out of the factory and go shoved in the thing. But the problem is, I don't think this plant's working. Oh, it's running. But nothing, no power. Why do you mean there's no power? I switched everything on. These nodes should be running at full capacity and nothing's running. No, we're not doing this right now. We're trying to run the plant into the ground. Why is it? It has got its own brake. I've forgotten about that. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Wheel is now being produced. It's now time for the fuel phase. It's time for fuel to be utilized immediately so we can create fuel and power our factory through fuel and efficiency production. We need to fix this all, but for now this is what I want to start. We will get lights back online. As you can see, this place needs a bit of a TLC cleanup. So underneath is our... It just gets rid of it, but we are going to use it now because we do need polymer for certain things. So what we are going to do is going to make a bio product with it. And we're going to use one of these conveyors for it to go to the base. Make sure it is running to the battery. It might take some time to get there, but it will get there eventually. It will take some time to float. I'm going to put 2 valves at the end. We're going to shut the valves, and once the fuel lets it runs in, and then we can start actually activating different parts of the battery. There are main breakers and additional breakers we need to replace to make sure all of it runs. So that breaker down there will be replaced, and so on and so forth. This factory is going to get an upgrade. As you can see, like we had to upgrade this part of the factory. but it'll come down. At the moment, everything is online. These valves will be shut. We are going to shut these valves now until we get an efficient flow. Where is this flow? I might have to replace the pipes with new versions of the pipes. Yeah, because these are these are old pipes, and these are new pipes, so we need to replace them, I think. Because there's a 200 and I think 50% efficiency flow rate. It is running at like full capacity. What I might do though downstairs, look at what we've got, right? We only need one really down here running. Got too many of these awesome sinks built. Or maybe we just use one and then we because at the moment we're using too many, I think. And this bridge needs to really have a kind of like a construction reset because it looks a bit tacky. It is a fun bridge to make, but it needs to redo. I'm going to do it now because there's a lot. And we want to get fuel going at least, and then once fuel is going, then we can get other bits going. There are holes in windows that I need to fly into at the moment because I'm still doing transportation works, and they're taking forever. Flow rate is going up, but at the same time we are getting tons of it. The pumps do need connecting as well, that is another thing. Pumps are now connected. They'll run all of our fuel. But we are going to put valves and everything, I think, until I've got until I've got a sufficient amount of fuel to shove in the system. I do want to fill these things up. I have got a big announcement for you guys. If you want to know about it, let me know. I am like doing two things at once, but if you do want to hear about it, message me on chat. Be best. And so you need to acknowledge that, otherwise. Alright, I think everything is locked and shut. I need to make sure the fuel is nearly here. Wow, that was quick. Look at that. Okay, once we start running it. Oh, I need to run. It'll run down these slopes quickly. We need to maybe put in some pumps, some gear pumps, just so we can get the flow rate. Okay. What we need to do then is like run it. Good. Here we go. We have our fuel. We want to get the generators running as soon as we can and then start propagation. This doesn't have any byproduct, so we should get a good full amount. We do want to kind of multiply all of this crap because this is going to be a massive fuel. I know we shouldn't do this, but we do need to maximize our production rate by 1,000%. As you can see, if we do this, we're going to have a lot of energy burn off, but we are going to need what we want to see. And if this stalls, then it stalls, but that means we have enough fuel as it is, and then we'll just have to keep going forever. We need the bats to fill up as quick as we can, get fuel running, get everything running. Okay, before we start maximizing, we need to go to the fuel production and first, and we need to maximize all our generators out, so we get a maximized full production of all our fuel, all the types of material. Everything needs to be maximized to the 100% mark. So we have all the generators running at a maxed amount of power. Now this could blow the grid, but same time this could save a lot of money and a lot of other stuff. We're going to maximize all these generators to create the best powers we can get. And then in the future instruction of the upgrade I want to do on these generators eventually is get turbo fuel. That will maximize our power production by 1,000%. And then we've got calculated risk. Okay, so all the shards are put into the building. Now we go and see the fuel, and we should have maximized fuel already with what we've been started. That's what we want to do. Build these lines up to do the maximized. Where the hell do we go? Looks like we might just be able to put this off, eh? Let it run. Let it run. Let it run. Come on. Run. Breathe. Oh, come on. Look at it. Oh, look at it. It's just running perfectly. There's no way this exists. Way. So that it's actually running through this building. It's insane because I thought this would never happen. But it has happened. Look at it. It's just running. Like, I didn't have to do much and it's already doing what I want it to do. Now in here, run like clockwork. Oh, here we go. Get these generators fully running. We got everything is running. Every single generator is now 100% running. That means we can have multiplied our power by a factor, let's say. Now, yeah, that's breached the limits of what I've done, and it's stable. It's stable. That's insane. I've stabilized our power production. And not all the generators are online yet. Oh, I haven't plugged them in that spot. No, we'll plug one. Yeah, that's the usual case of me screwing up somewhere. I will need to plug this in. Make sure all of them are actually going to be running. Great. Me. Look at it, it's running like... Oh, this is scary. This is scary a little bit. 18,000. That's a killer for power. 18,000 megawatts. That means I can run a lot more. And we're just getting started with power. We're getting started. This is the dwarf amount of batteries I'm going to be putting in afterwards as well. We've got batteries to put in. We've still got more generators to sort out. We've got generators up on the top buildings to sort out. I mean, I don't know how far I'm going with this anymore. I genuinely don't know. Like, that is now powering 100%. And we've still got these generators upstairs to do. I mean, am I insane? Probably, because I don't believe I'm doing this, but I am, and it's scary a little bit because, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. I generally am going to be shocked. I don't know why or what I'm doing. This should now be online or running or something. Once I get the rubber going again. There we go. So most of this I want to become is just oil. Basically, we can have plastic, but we're not going to have plastic. Let me explain. Let me explain my hypothesis. Basically, this is going to be an obsolete. We're going to have plastic, but we're not going to have much production of plastic. We're just going to have rubber, and then the vat will go into a cylinder. Because we got 10% coming out of here, 20 per second, and it can only be 40 per minute, means we can have about we can have a few of these running, but not many. So, each one we plugged up to 2, so we'll basically get rid of 1 of each. Well, that's 1 for 1, so that's 1, 2, 1, 2 for this one, 1, 2 for this one, Yeah, so actually, let's get rid of what I want. That's 2. That's 2. That's 2. And that's going to be rid of it. So I don't want that. So basically, we'll have 2 for each, and then it'll be fueled by 2. So 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. We can get rid of that one. Basically, we're going to have 2, and then these at the end, I'm going to put in just for oil in general. Trust me, this will work. For what I've calculated, this will be the ultimate destruction of energy. And basically, it'll run. So it'll run. Rubber will run. Same as this one. But we'll have rod production be dwarfed, but save a lot more. Because then we can get more rubber from other places. We've got other things we can do with it, basically. So now we have our main. We have rubber. Okay, now we can actually turn this on. That's just normal. Do now is it's not producing much, so that's what I was scared of. Don't worry, I have a plan. I have a simple plan. For anything that doesn't get produced properly, we can use a backup of what I call insufficient power or reproduction. That's right. Thanks. But basically, at the end and throughout, we will have oil. So look at these. These are generators, right? So we'll have some extra productions. This will produce, yes. Oh, yeah, I need something else for this to work. Creates I need a heavy residue as well for this to work. Thankfully, I can do this. This will create what? Residue, and then this will create fuel I need. This will create no residue. I want the residue. No, that's the stuff I don't need. I just need, yeah, that. Okay. Ah, that could be a problem. I forgot to switch on the oil lines. Did I forget to turn the on pop set? Where's the oil again from upstairs? Ah. Yep, that's my fault. That's why I need to start pumping. Yep. Right. Oh, what? Hang on, what? No, no, no. Got it wrong. yeah. Product of product of fuel. Okay, and I need the rubber is being created, but at the same time we have some extra generators to create more fuel to keep the generators up here running. And the more power we have, the better everything is. Yeah, that works. 20,000, yeah. I will make sure everything sets up properly. I don't want any problems. Pipes. Yeah, we have an issue. We have an extra generator. And this is where my genius will come in. We can just create another fuel generator. Why is that centered so much? Actually, yeah, we need to squeeze joints down. Basically, just gets sent through and then. For now, it's fine. I think the constant rate power is fine. We're getting hit in 20 megawatts, so now we check our power room and let's see if we can integrate. So separately, we should have everything's running. That's it, if I've got everything correct. It's not always the case, doing things. Let's check the main breaker. Let's see what we've got. We've got production levels. Means we could switch on a few things whilst we're doing stuff now. A chrysalis could be done. Computers. It needs batteries back online at least. What's this? Power shot production. Yes, that was cool. Okay. Steam output 2 needs doing it well. That's on. Fuse frames. That's this package. Yeah, everything's been switched, but it's not much production, is there? It's like 4,000 production. Green power is going to be on our list to do. Now we've got power running and our control room is running. We need to get this place running, to be honest. What is this? Oh, nuclear. Yeah, this is a nuclear. The nuclear should be running. This is power grid A, power grid B. All should be the same. They should be the same. Main breaker still activated. Good. We were in the process of doing things. It works then. There should be a grid board somewhere I've put. Oh, we haven't done that. Okay. It's fine. I could do something about that. Okay. Let's do this then. Priority switch. We call this called Brax. Hang on, sponsor. There we go. We need it running though. At some point we do need it running. Don't crash. Do not crash. Close. Why are we not water? Ah, that might be wild again. Oh, what the hell? Anime factory is online. this go? I don't remember. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I do not remember where this actually goes. It's pretty dangerous, actually. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, they do not use that now. They might just get rid of it. It needs doing some constant traffic. It's going to be up the option for a bit. This room has become a battery room, but firstly we have to re-edit it to make it come basically a battery room. It means all these buildings here will be outlet buildings or re-integrated into other buildings. Like this building here, power room, this might become another room. Don't know yet. Everything here will become power based underneath because power over there, power over there, power over there, and power will be in front of us soon. I think might be a degree. So the battery room will become a battery room eventually. I don't know what the time, don't know what day, but we might get on with the green sector. Doing things. The green sector is here. This entire bit of space here in front. We want batteries, right? We want everything. But the one issue is where we're going to put it all. So this will be the. I want the base to look like this. Have like an outreaching base. So it's not fully integrated, but it's integrated to a point where we can actually integrate the structural system. I don't know why we had this there. I don't know. I don't know why we bothered to put that there now. I don't know how far we want it. Maybe up to the. Yeah, maybe not like maybe there. That looks quite nice actually. How far do we need to come out? Alright. Oops. That hasn't gone well. Why's it done that? Oh boy, have I got it wrong? That's fine. I know why. I don't know how it's done that though. Doesn't make sense. Alright. Next thing I need to do is build the structure. Make sure to do it this time. What's going on with this? Oh my god, that's why. It's not that, it's the layering. Oh. There you go, it's better. Right guys, I'm going to end the stream because I need to sort something out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Stay safe, keep watching.